Okay guys, so welcome back to another episode on AMC, and of course in tonight's one we're having a look at what we have seen over the past week and a little bit of what we may see into the next week. And of course in last night's episode I gave my opinions looking at the fundamentals of the company. It was only a light look at the fundamentals, but because we have already looked at those fundamentals, this one is going to be more of a reaction to the news that we have been seeing and the potential news that we could be seeing in the next week or two and what this could possibly mean for the stock and of course investors in it. Well, of course this video does contain my opinions. If it sounds like a plan, if you do want to see it guys, please leave a like and subscribe. You'd be helping out the channel so much, so please do it. Of course we are trying to grow the channel as much as possible, so each subscriber does help out massively. With that being said guys, if you want to come talk to us about stocks in Discord, you can. Link to our stock Discord is down in the description and it is completely free to join. And with that being said guys, if you would like to become a channel member, you can do that by pressing the join button. It would also be appreciated. And let's jump straight into the video. But before we do, like I've said before, I am not a financial advisor, so please make sure to do your own research, and especially with companies like AMC right now, they definitely do carry a lot of risk, so please do bear that one in mind. But with that being said guys, let's jump straight in. So guys, we're just going to have a quick look at how this one has been moving. So pretty much guys, we're going to have a bit of a context look at the past 6 months. So obviously looking at the past 6 months, this stock has been going down quite recently, and I think a fair reason for that is due to the pandemic and all that kind of unfortunate stuff. So I know it sounds a bit harsh and a bit, unrealistic to use that as an example, but let's think about it guys. This company operates in the theatre sector, I do believe, and obviously all that kind of entertainment stuff, and realistically a lot of these things have had to close this year, and if they haven't had to close, a lot of customers have been dissuaded from going to them. Realistically though, looking at the company over the past few years, the stock has been on the decline steadily. It's not really a stock that a lot of people didn't know about in my opinion, as far as I am aware. It did apparently have a small dividend and the market cap is pretty significant, but realistically guys, looking at the company, there wasn't really any realistic reason for growth. But realistically, recently I think a lot of people are looking at this from a fundamental standpoint and just don't want to see the company go down by too much more. I think a lot of people were looking at this as a quick chance to make some money, and I'm sure a lot of people did do that, and I completely understand why, and I think it makes sense. But subsequently we have been seeing a lot of volatility as people buy in, sell off, constantly. But now guys, we're kind of leveling out somewhat towards the start of the next week, and obviously on the last day things were pretty flat. Now of course that doesn't necessarily mean a lot. There were some reasons for that, such as some platforms apparently banning this stock or at least limiting the number that you can buy. Other platforms were just down all day. I know that my platform was down, that's Trading 212 in the UK. So there was a lot of stuff going on last week with this stock, but honestly guys, I think it's definitely going to level out soon in my personal opinion. I would like to say that. I think it definitely depends how people do go on this one, because a lot of people are looking for this as the next big growth company. So a lot of people are really just speculating a lot of money on this stock. So realistically guys, it depends what type of risk these traders are carrying, and I think this one is definitely a risky stock anyway, but personally I think it should level out pretty soon. Obviously it is definitely a decent company for the long term, but when it comes to investing in this one guys, I would see it as a stable small growth stock, something similar to Amazon rather than something similar to Tesla in growth. And I don't think that's a bad thing, because Amazon is obviously up significantly, but you know what I'm saying guys when I say that? I'm just saying I don't see it as being 1000% growth in a year. I can see it being pretty decent hopefully, but I think where we are now is a bit overvalued in the shares price. So guys, just to summarize, what I'm trying to say is I think this is definitely a decent enough company. I think the fundamentals are there for when the pandemic does finally go away, but I think where we are with this share price is a very volatile one, and if you were looking for this as a quick opportunity to make some money, I would personally not do it. And I know that sounds a bit harsh, but when it comes to this, in my opinion, and I've said that before, just my personal view now, I think that when it comes to big profits, I think there are definitely lower risk alternatives out there. Things like penny stocks can be good options, other things like that can be decent options. I think this one doesn't really have the fundamentals there to see big growth at the minute, so I think it is kind of overrated with this one. But of course in tomorrow's episode we're giving my personal opinions on what could happen with this stock into the next week guys. So if it sounds like a plan, please leave a like and subscribe, and make sure to watch that episode, because we are covering what I personally do believe could happen in the next week, and I'm sure you guys are going to love that episode. I'll see you then guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like, and goodbye.